What's up, everyone? My name is John with Hoover Boys Outdoors, and today I'm just going to give you a little overview video on our 4 Wyandotte chickens. So Wyandotte chickens are great for egg laying and for meat. They are cold hardy, so they fit us perfectly here in the suburbs of Pennsylvania. A little background on why we purchased these animals: simply because we've loved the idea of having a homestead. If you do your research, majority of people will say chickens are the easiest animals to keep and a great starter for your homestead. So I went to Tractor Supply. I picked up 4 of these Wyandotte chickens that were sexes all female. I'm not entirely sure if they are all female yet. You know, I've been told you'll know when you know. The brown one that was just in the picture, I'm thinking is most likely a rooster, but the other 3 I still believe to be hens. So yeah, in this video, I'm just going to show off the birds, show off their coop and the area surrounding it. So let's get started. So first off, like I said, these are the 4 that we have. The 3 that are silver and black are called silver laced Wyandottes. The brown, I believe, is to be called golden laced. Once again, I think that one is a rooster. Great birds so far. They have a fair temperament. I wouldn't say they're as friendly as some Buff Orpingtons or some Easter Eggers maybe, but you know, they're not going to attack you. They'll follow you around. They have eaten out of my hands, and yeah, very tempered birds, very good birds so far. So just moving on to their area, I'm going to pan around and just show you guys what we have set up for them. So since we are in the suburbs, we are on limited space. We're on about an acre total with our front yard and backyard, but we have them in this little space. So moving over here, we have this immediate entrance. You can see the gate is about 20 feet away from me. So that gate leads into this archway right here in between my pool deck and my neighbor's fence. Graciously enough, she let us put this net up over top of this area, one, to keep them off of jumping up on top of this pool deck right here, and you know, just for some protection against hawks, owls, whatever it may be, since this is kind of an enclosed space where they could get caught up. Now, obviously, if you guys don't have chickens, you may not know this, but for the ones that do, pretty much all they do is eat, poop, and sleep. So they do have a lot of droppings, so I put this hay down to mitigate smell, and so that whenever they go to the bathroom and I want to clean up their area, I can easily just rake up all of this hay right here, and it's just easily to clump together, to throw out, throw in the trash can, and clean up their area. So this is what this hay is doing right here. It's worked well so far. I mean, I have no complaints. It doesn't really damage the grass or anything, and the birds like to kick it around anyways. So moving over, we have this extra green fencing right here because we were having a problem with them jumping up on top of the pool deck railing and then getting down into other people's yards and such. And you know, we just don't want to harass anybody else with our birds, so we just want to keep them secure and in a single area. Moving over, we have these bushes right here that they absolutely love. They love to kick around the dirt underneath them, take dust baths, hide underneath of them, relax, sit. I mean, more often than not, you can come up here and find them relaxing underneath these bushes, back in there alongside the pool deck, alongside the fence. They like to peck and eat at the grass and stuff like that, so that's a great area that they love. You can see we have some scraps thrown down here on the ground. Now chickens will eat the majority of your table scraps. I found them to really enjoy, you know, any type of bread, pasta, pancakes, old pancakes we've given them, French toast. They love tomatoes, vegetables, melons. So there's some watermelon pieces, some cucumbers, some tangerines and stuff like that. Now over here we have their food and water. They are on egg laying feed now. The majority of people that I researched and talked to said, you know, roosters and hens regardless can eat this egg laying layerina from Purina. It's for hens that are ready to lay eggs at about 18 weeks of age. It is less protein and more calcium, but as long as they're having a balanced diet, it's all right. So if that is a rooster, I think he should be fine. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If I'm wrong, let me know, so I can separately feed the rooster and the hens. But we have this tin piece right here. This was just some tin left over. Our neighbor gave us some materials from her shed that she had torn down. So we just have this in here for future projects, but it makes a nice little covering for their food and water bowl, just so that the food's not getting all wet and mushy. Panning around, you can see there's some wood pile just right here that we use for fires and stuff, but they like to peck at, eat any types of worms and grubs or whatever may be hiding in that stuff. We have some watermelon over here, some old watermelon that you can see they've done a liking to, for sure. I mean, you can see all the peck marks and how much they've eaten out of all of that. Moving on to the coop over here. So this coop, try not to laugh, you know, it was our first carpentry project. My brother and I built this. I'll link the video down below. Home Depot does a great job showing how to build a chicken coop that can fit 4 to 6 chickens, I believe it was. So we had 4, so we thought it fit perfectly. Very inexpensive. Most of these materials you can find people who have thrown them away or don't need them that will lend them to you. Mostly just 2x4s and some plywood. But as you can see, this is the ramp that leads up to the coop. On the inside is the roosting bar and the nesting box in the back. We have ventilation on this left-hand side and the right-hand side. And you can see the tin roofing right here to protect the coop from all the elements. As we pan around behind the coop, there's a hook and eyelash latch on the back where I can open it and just remove the nesting box very easily whenever they produce eggs. Back here, once again, you know, I threw some hay down just for the start of a compost pile to mitigate some of their droppings, mitigate the smell. They love to kick around the hay and peck at it. So, I mean, it's a fun little thing for them as well. But yeah, they roost back here on these wooden pieces over here. They eat the grapes from this little grapevine whenever they fall. But yeah, they have a lot of space, obviously enough space for 4 chickens. Once again, very easy animals, I would say. I mean, besides closing up their coop at night and laying them out in the morning, there's really nothing much more to it. They'll do the rest of the work. They'll lay the eggs. The bag of feed, not expensive at all. About 18 bucks for a 50-pound bag that I have to replace probably every month and a half, maybe 2 months. But as you can see, I mean, very interesting animals, very fun to watch and see what they're doing, walking around, how they interact with things. Just very cool and just beautiful birds. I mean, these silver lace ones are magnificent. I love the golden brown on Chicken Joe, we call them, in the back there, as you can see. And as I said, they love this hay. They'll kick it around, and hopefully whenever they go to the bathroom, which is quite often, it'll land right on the hay, get absorbed there. And then whenever I clean their coop about every couple weeks in their area, all I have to do is just rake it up, and that's that. But yeah, I mean, just beautiful birds. Hoping to have eggs soon. They are about 4 months old, I would say. I picked them up from Tractor Supply. May 17th, I believe, was the date. So it's September 16th. So yeah, right at about 4 months. I think they're a week or 2 old as well at Tractor Supply. So it's almost that time. Roosters are great for protection, great for obviously having extra chicks, so you can keep rotating chickens. And once again, these birds are great for meat. They're supposed to lay 4 to 6 large eggs per week. So if we have 3 hens, you know, I'm hoping that's about 18 eggs per week. But yeah, here they are. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know down below. We'll keep you guys updated with this journey. There is another video of whenever they were chicks on the channel. I'll link that down below as well. But here are the chickens. Once again, I've had no problems with them. They've been great, very low maintenance, very low stress. Great for beginner homesteaders, people who want to own some farm animals. So I would highly recommend. Make sure to check with your local ordinances to see if you can have roosters, how many chickens you can have per square footage, etc. But besides that, enjoy them. And hopefully you'll get some eggs.